Here we go with part two of Why Silver. We left off talking about Jerome Smith, wondering how a brilliant silver analysis could miss his prediction so badly in the 80s, especially since he knew in the 80s the world's above ground silver supply was rapidly being depleted. The silver authoritarian Ted Butler was the first to explain why. He said, foreign stockpiles were leased out and sold at depressed prices. The selling kept the prices down and the silver market became oversupplied. Silver leasing by big banks and traders whose finances dwarfed the size of the silver market led to the corruption of free market forces as they began a stranglehold on the silver's futures market. They found it highly profitable to take the short side of the futures markets. This is why Ted knows the price of silver must explode. There is a massive, concentrated, and excessive short selling on the COMEX, which is the leading U.S. exchange for metals, futures, and options trading. It is regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or better known as the CFTC. Established by Congress in 1975, the CFTC is yet another corrupt government office that has turned its back to the silver price manipulation for over 2 decades. Precious metal experts such as Ted Butler and Robert Chapman believe that megabank J.P. Morgan is the leader of the silver shorts. The day is coming when the COMEX will go bust. The naked shorts are just overwhelming. For those of you out there who are in physical silver, that will be your day. Remember, paper is just paper. I strongly suggest only the real deal, coins and bullion. If you have a greater paper wealth than most, and already own vast amounts of physical silver, then you may want to dabble in the market somewhat. I say enter at your own risk. Paper promises can go overnight. Take physical delivery whenever or wherever you can. This brings me to a very interesting story of Warren Buffett, referred to as the Oracle of Omaha. Perhaps Illuminati puppet would be more adequate. There was a time when the Berkshire Hathaway genius owned approximately $500 million in silver. He accumulated silver from 1997 until 2006. He reportedly owned at least a third of the world's above-ground supply. When he first started buying silver, it was just over $6 an ounce. Right before Buffett sold, Barclays Bank was seeking approval from the SEC for the first ever silver ETF, which is called SLV. Barclays needed massive amounts of silver, and Buffett had it. As Berkshire Hathaway had its silver held in Lloyds Bank in London, where there is no reporting requirements, suddenly Buffett sold all of his silver for a very fair price, a paltry $7.50 per ounce. Subsequently, the new ETF, SLV, went active on the market August 28, 2006. It appeared Buffett sold way too early. And to my knowledge, Barclays or the Oracle will not confirm the transaction. Point is, Warren Buffett is a front man, and SLV will prove to be a trap. Just like Fort Knox, there is no proper auditing, and Barclays can lease this silver all it wants. The day will come for SLV, just like it will the COMEX. Take physical delivery now. Article 1 of the Constitution says that no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. But thanks to Congress, given its monetary powers in 1913 to a private corporation called the Federal Reserve, these were slowly eroded away until 1964 when silver was removed from our coinage. To make matters worse, President Nixon took America off the gold standard in 1971, thereby officially making United States money a fiat currency system doomed to fail. We are now seeing the final stages of this occurring. The historical ratio of gold to silver is about 16:1. Currently, however, it is 65:1. While I do not see this as a bad news for the gold bugs out there, it should have silver bugs increasing their accumulations. This ratio will correct. And remember, gold is hoarded and silver is used in mass amounts every day, from the military to the medical field. The consumption is voracious. Currently, I could get about 5 ounces of gold for right around $6,000. That same $6,000 could get me about 325 ounces of silver. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Our current track record of low interest rates, our unstoppable printing press, America's new game of quantitative easing will lead to the destruction of the dollar. In this scenario, gold has doubled, which it will easily do. The gold-silver ratio corrects, and now your 325 ounces of silver that you had about $6,000 invested in has become over $48,000. Oh yeah, baby, do the math. As this global monetary system continues to collapse and all paper products are exposed as fraudulent scams, and I'm talking pensions, Social Security, annuities, ETFs, 401ks, bonds, and much of the world's stock markets, only real things that can be held in your hand will have any significant value. Why silver? If only 1% of the world had the vision to see this crash that is right before their eyes, and then that 1% invested in physical silver, those of you wise enough to already be positioned in the metal would reap an astounding reward. It is biblical, it is a historically proven store of value, and it is constitutional. So I say, why not silver? And I think you should too. Thanks for watching. This has been Chuck with the Buy Red channel. Good luck and God bless.